this is the types of the physical layer. This is the SHDSL interface, then the management port, then the gigabit Ethernet interfaces, then this is the USB type A connector, the fast Ethernet switch ports. Network media, copper cabling. This is the characteristic of the copper cabling, the pure digital signal, the interference signal, the change signal, and lastly, the digital signal with interfaces, interference. The kinds of cable. It is the UTP or the unshielded twisted pair, the shielded twisted pair, STP cable, and the coaxial cable. Ito po yung malimit gamitin sa mga office, bahay. The unshielded twisted pair cable parts. This is the outer jack that protects the wire from physical damage. Then this is the twisted pair. It protects the signal from interference. Then this is the color-coded plastic insulation, electrically isolate wires from each other and identify each pairs. Parts of the shielded twisted pair cable. This is the jacket, then the braided foil shield, then the foil shields, and then lastly the twisted pairs. The coaxial cable parts. This is the outer jacket, then the braided copper shielding, then the plastic insulation and copper conductor. UTP cabling. The properties of UTP cabling. Category 3 cable UTP, used for voice communication, most often used for phone lines. Then the Category 5 and 5E cable, used for data transmission. Cat5 supports 100 Mbps and can support until 1000 Mbps, but it is not recommended. Then lastly, the Category 6 cable is the recently cable that we use. The UTP connectors. So this is the RJ45, then the RJ45 UTP socket. Ito po yung tamang connector, then ito po yung bad. The types of UTP cable. This is the straight through cable, then this is the crossover. Pag straight through po, same, magkapares po sila ng dulo. Then pag po crossover, magkaiba po sila ng dulo. Testing the UTP cables. Then ito po yung cable tester. Types of fiber media. This is the glass core, then the glass cladding, the polymeric, the network fiber connectors. Then this is the testing fiber connectors. Properties of wireless media. It is the LAN. Data link layer protocols describe the purpose and function of the data link layer in preparing communication for transmission on a specific media. The purpose of the data link. This is the purpose of the data link. first is then the data link layer prepares network data for the physical network, and this is the physical network. Media access control. Compare the function of logical topologies and physical topologies. Describe the basic characteristics of media access control methods on one topologies. Describe the basic characteristics of media access control methods on LAN topologies. Then this is the controlling access to the media. First is we need the rules for how to share the media. Then the frame, we need the rules to how to share media. Yan po. Physical and logical topologies. Physical topologies. Iba't iba po tayong klase ng topologies. One topologies. This is the point-to-point topology. This is the hub and spoke topology and full mesh topology. Point-to-point topology is limited to 2 nodes only. Physical LAN topologies: star topology, extended star topology, rig topology, and the bus topology. Half and full duplex receive. Ito po yung half duplex, then ito po yung full duplex. Layer 2 address. LAN and WAN frames. Example of layer 2 protocols: the 802.11 wireless frame, PPP frame, LDLC frame, relay, internet frame. This activity is titled the physical layer terminology. The instruction is description of the physical layer are provided in the table. So drag each physical layer term to its description. So the first physical layer description is media that uses patterns of microwaves to represent bits. So I think it is wireless. Second one is the capacity of a medium to carry data. It is bandwidth. And then the third one is media that uses patterns of light to represent bits. It is a fiber optic. Then the fourth one is a measure of the transfer of a bit across the date. The media is throughput. Then lastly, media that uses electrical pulses to represent bits. It is copper. So So let's see if all my answers are correct. Then all my answers are correct. So let's find the another activity here in chapter 4. Chapter 4. So I will find the another activities. So I find the another activities. Activity. The title of this activity is Copper Media Characteristics. Instruction. UTP, STP, and coaxial copper media characteristic are provided in the table. So click the appropriate field to match the characters to the media type. So let's start answering the activity of 2.1.7. Attaches antennas to wireless devices can be bundled with fiber optic cabling for two-way data transmission. I think it is coaxial. Then the second one counters EMI and RFI by using shielding techniques and special connectors. I think it is STP. The most common network data is UTP, and lastly, terminates with BNC, N-type, and F-type connectors. I think it is coaxial. So, let's see if all my answers are correct. Let's check. All my answers are correct. It is match each copper media characteristic to its media type. So, I will find the another activities here in chapter 4. Oops, nalampasan. Cable pinouts. So this activity is titled Cable Pinouts. The instruction is correctly align the wire colors to build a TIA or cable pinout. Drag each wire color to its correct placement on the RJ45 image infographic. I think it's the first is white green, then white orange blue, white blue, orange, then white brown. So let's check if it is correct. Oh, it is correct. My cable pin out is all correct. It's straight through. So I will find the another activities here in chapter 4. Still finding. Oh, here. Activity fiber optics terminology. The instruction is description of the fiber optic media are provided in the table. Click the appropriate field to match the description to the fiber optic cable type. So let's start answering. Number 1, can help data travel approximately 1.24 miles or 2 kilometer slash 2. I think it is Uses lasers in a single stream as a data light sources transmitter. I think it is single mode. Used to connect long distance telephony and cable TV applications is, I think, single mode. Then can travel approximately 62.5 miles or 10 kilometer. I think it is single then. Then the lastly is multi-mode. So let's see if all my answers are correct. Let's check. Then that's it. All my answers are correct. So let's find another activities here. I hope there's more activities that I will answer. Then I find the another activities here. It, it is titled the Activity Part 1 Generic Frame Fields. So let's see if all my answers are correct. The part 2 of this activity is the generic frame fields. So I will put this generic frame to its description. So let's start. Let's check if it is correct. So it's correct. So let's find the another activity if it's